Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda and I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to be going through all of my favorites with you all. I got a request to do my fall favorites, but since it's December and it's almost winter, I just decided to do like kind of an end of the year favorites, if you will, though I haven't been using most of these products all year. So we're just gonna call this a favorites video. And a lot of these have been featured on my Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on there, go ahead and follow me, cosmetic_craze. I do lots of different product reviews, things like that, whatever. But I'm really excited to share with you guys my favorites and go through everything. And I don't have a lot of things, but I don't want this to be a super long video, so let's go ahead and get into it. I really don't even know what to start with. So I'm gonna start with cosmetics. And well, of course, let's make it easy. Let's start with the lip products because I have probably more lip products than anything. And if you know me, you know that I love lip products and whatnot. So I'm gonna start with these little minis that I have. So these are the Wet n Wild High Shine Liquid Catsuit lipsticks, and these are amazing. I have them on right now. I have two of them. Cedar Later and Send Nudes are on right now, and I did film this look, so it will be going up after this video so you guys can see everything that I'm wearing. What I like about these is that they are pigmented and that they leave a nice shine to the lips without being over glossy. I'm not a gloss girl. I definitely love a matte lip. Like I have the liquid matte catsuit, the matte liquid catsuit lipstick. I don't really know the name of these. They have so many different names, like liquid catsuit high shine lipstick, the liquid catsuit matte lipstick, and this is in the shade Behind the Bleachers, which I guess could technically be a favorite because I do wear this one all the time. But I love the formula on all of these. I think that they're very comfortable, they're very creamy, pigmented, and long lasting. Even if I eat through the gloss, my lips still have a nice shine to it, still a nice color, and yeah, I'm really obsessed with those. Since we're talking about liquid lipsticks, I'm gonna go ahead and mention these two. These are Anastasia Beverly Hills lipsticks, and this is in the shade Maude, and this is in the shade Mault. And these are really beautiful fall colors, honestly, and I will swatch them for you. So this is Mault. I think this one is probably my favorite one. And I really do like, it's just such a nice chocolate brown. Oh, this isn't my favorite one, but it's just a beautiful chocolate brown, perfect for if you wanted that dark kind of vampy fall look. And then this is Maude. This one is so beautiful. It's like an orange, coppery, like brown, and it's just so beautiful. It makes me excited every time I see it. These aren't really drying, but they're not hydrating either. So if you don't apply like a small amount of lip balm before you put it on, it could look a little cracky on your lips. But for the most part, I don't have any problems with like my lips feeling like they're actually dry. But yeah, so just make sure that you have your lips prepped and ready to wear liquid lipstick all day, if you're gonna be wearing it all day, but you could definitely eat through those and drink through those. So next, just to finish up lips, I'm gonna talk about these lip liners. I'm getting into lip liners at the end of this year, and I asked on my Instagram any recommendations, and I had a lot of people tell me about NYX lip liners, and oh my gosh, these are so creamy. Like, I can't. So right now I have Urban Cafe on the lips, and it's just the creamiest. Like, do you see how easy that swatched? And it's just such a true color. And there are two different formulas that they have, I think, and this is the slide on, glide on, stay on, and definitely turn on waterproof extreme color lip liner. I didn't even know that was the name of that. And then this is the Suede matte lip liner. So this is in Club Hopper, and I actually had this liquid lipstick a few years ago, and these aren't as creamy, but they're still very pigmented, very easy to apply, and they do last. They don't bleed or anything like that. They blend really well with any lipstick or anything. So I've been loving these, and I've bought, clearly as you can see, I bought 4 of them. So now that we're done with lips, we're gonna move on to the face. I think everything that I have left is for the face. So I first wanna talk about this e.l.f. Camo Concealer because this was sent to me from Influencer. And when I got it, I was like, you know, this isn't really a shade to highlight me or anything like that. It's like the exact same shade as my skin, which at first bothered me. But then one day, just randomly, I was like, you know, I want to wear makeup, but I don't want to do full coverage. I don't know what I was on that day, but I thank myself because I just did some spot concealing and pretty much put this all over my face like a foundation, but whatever. And I absolutely love this look. So when I put it under my eyes to like highlight at first, when I first tried it, I felt like it was creasing and it wasn't staying and it wasn't super full coverage or anything. Like I just didn't have a good experience with it. But once I put it on my face kind of like as a foundation and really to cover up my dark spots and everything, oh my gosh, like I understand why people love this so much. If I could say my favorite thing about it, probably the consistency. I really do like how thick it is without being heavy. It's never felt heavy on me. And I like the applicator as well. And it just feels really good. I don't know like what the point of me swatching it is, but it just feels really good. It is thick. It is, I would say medium to full coverage. I think it just depends on whatever you're trying to cover. If you have super dark spots, you're definitely going to want to apply more, but you don't want to blend it out too much because then it becomes sheer coverage. So you have to make sure you have the right tool to blend it out and that you're blending it out not too much and that you're building it up to the coverage that you want, I would say. Next, I want to talk about blush. So I haven't ever really been a blush girl either, but I got into it for the longest time. I was using the Modern Renaissance palette for blush, and I was using Venetian Red and Love Letter, and oh my gosh, I love using Realgar for like that perfect orange, summery, like healthy bronze color. And I literally started picking this palette up every day to put blush on because I almost couldn't live without it, like in my makeup routine. So then I just decided, you know, whatever, I need to start investing in blush. But I got this Pixie blush. I don't even know where I didn't buy this. It wasn't sent to me. I think I might have got it in a vendor sample or something. I'm not sure how this came into my possession, but this is in the shade Beach Rose, and I think that this is the most like complementary color, and right now the camera is just not doing it justice. Like it looks really boring and plain, but it's kind of like a dusty orange rose mauve mix. Like there's so many different undertones to it, which is why I think it's so complementary to many skin tones. I think that this would even look nice on deeper skin tones, like deep like chocolate skin tones. If you put just a light application, it'll really just brighten everything and like pull the cheeks together, especially a woman of color that just has like some sharp cheekbones. Like I have to find somebody to put this blush on just to see if like I'm right, because if you look at it, most people are probably like, no, that's too light, but it's not an ashy color at all. And it's, like I said, it's really just a rosy, dusty color. And the pigment isn't too much at all. It's just the right touch that you can build up the intensity, but I really do like the formula of this blush. And then this Milani blush that is cracked and barely hanging on. I bought this, came home, set the bag on the kitchen table, and Moon likes grocery bags for whatever and is really nosy, and I think his foot got stuck in the bag and it was dragging behind him and it scared him. And I come out and my blush is broken before I even get to open it, so unfortunate. But this is in the shade Romantic Rose, and I'll see if I can show you guys without it cracking and going everywhere, which is so far a fail. But it's just so beautiful. And I really like rose colors on my skin tone, but I think that any kind of rose, whether it be like a deeper red rose or more of a pink floral rose, like I think that rose blushes are complementary to many different skin tones across the board, whether it be fair or deep. Just because they have more of a neutral undertone than anything. And then you can always build up the intensity for it to be more rosy or less rosy, more natural or anything like that. And it always blends in for that nice natural glow. This is the blush that I also have on right now. And one thing I almost forgot to put in my favorites, oh my gosh, is the Milani 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. And I have 11A Nutmeg. This is my third bottle because, and I don't think I've ever bought a foundation other than the L'Oreal True Match. I've bought that one maybe 6 or 7 times. but this is the only foundation other than that one that I have continuously repurchased as I run out. Like, I'm afraid to run out. I think I've only used this once since I got this bottle, just because, like I said, I'm trying to branch out and not use the same products. But this is full coverage, a satin finish, like a natural finish. It's long wearing all day, 12 hours, 16 hours, 13 hours, 9 hours, 5 hours. It does not matter. I've literally done the legwork in this foundation. I can't say enough good things about it. So next, we're almost done. 3 more face products, and then I just have a few skincare products. Just look at it. Like, just look at how giant this is. Can we just take a minute? Can we take a minute? And then can we also take another minute to thank TJ Maxx for this holy grail right here. Have you ever seen a Hangover RX primer this big? Because I haven't. So this is the Major Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer, and I got a sample of this a few years ago and I tried it and I loved it and I wanted to buy it, but I couldn't afford it at the time. Went in TJ Maxx like last week or 2 ago and just found this. I almost pushed my mom out the way. I was like, what is this? So originally this retails for $20. I got it for $14.99, so $5 cheaper. Yes, I still have the box. I love that this primer keeps everything in place. It starts off and you just kind of like rub it in like a nice light lotion, and then it gets just a little sticky, not super sticky, like your skin or your fingers don't stick, but you could just feel that it's actually primed as a base. And makeup just lasts forever with this primer. Like, I remember the first time I tried this, I think I went to work. I was working in Tilly's in retail, like in high school. And I wore this and I went to the bathroom and I had never looked good like that in the middle of my shift. I was like, whoa, it looks like I just put my makeup on. Everything was smooth and blended and just so glowy and pretty without it being oily. Like, I'm never gonna run out of this. This is 2.1 ounces, like, what? Oh, incredible. Makeup Obsession Fit Fix. This is a newer brand sold at Target, so I just decided to try it out. I also have the brow pomade, which I like. I don't like the color that I got in it. I normally go darker for my brows, but it's a nice product. It's pretty good at keeping the makeup in place and set. They also do have a matte finish and then a dewy finish. This is just the regular setting spray, and I find that I don't have anything move around. Everything stays in place. Everything looks smooth. I don't ever look cakey or powdery. I do wish that this kind of melted the makeup a little more, kind of like Urban Decay, like when you, or other setting sprays that I've tried have done that too. I can't think of which one off the top of my head. There's a specific one that I remember just melted everything seamlessly. But yeah, so I do wish that it melted the makeup a little more and made everything look put together, but it's amazing. And then last is my Ben Nye Banana Powder. I love this powder, honestly. It can do no wrong. It keeps everything set. I like the color of it. I like how like smooth it is. Like, you can see, like, if you shake it, it looks like it's just moving around. It's so fine milled, but not too fine where you just can't pick anything up or nothing really stays set. Everything always stays set for me. Like, I never have a problem with anything moving around or creasing when I use this powder. So if I ever have like a day where I need to make sure that everything is in place, like I'm going to a special occasion or something, or I'm going out, which both of those are pretty rare, I'm definitely going to be reaching for this. So finally, let's move on to skincare. I'm gonna start with whatever's in my hand. Pixie Rose Glow Mist. Oh my gosh. So I did also get a free one of these, like a full-size bottle from work, from Target. I work in the Target beauty section. That's why I keep saying from work. So I do sometimes get free things. We get a box sent to us once a month, and we just get like free products, and well, we all get to pick one free full-size product and try it out, and I happened to grab this one, but this is the one I've repurchased since then, and I'm almost out of it, so I haven't been using it. It's $15, so I'm like, you know, let me chill. But anyway, so this is, it says it has 7 flower oils, and it has antioxidant botanical boost. Yeah, and so I'm just gonna read the back if I can.
says this dual phase elixir is packed with essential fatty acids and antioxidants, leaving skin with a natural glow. It helps to moisturize skin, improve elasticity, and provide free radical protection.
So I really like this, that it has antioxidants, free radical protection, all of those good things for your skin, nutrients, different oils and whatnot. But what I love the most about this is how glowy my skin is afterwards, because it's just like such a natural glow. Instantly, it just boosts your skin. Like literally, if you want to have glowy skin, don't buy any dewy products. Don't buy a dewy foundation. Don't buy a dewy setting spray. Just buy this, because it will literally make you glow immediately from within, at least so it looks. But I will say, because you can use this just on your face as like regular skincare, or you could use it as a setting spray, they say. When I used it as a setting spray, I found that I was getting a little more oily, just because it does have oil in it. And so I was having a problem with like my makeup not sitting in place as well. So I stopped applying it and noticed the difference. That was the problem with my makeup. It was kind of just breaking up a little more, a little sooner. But after you use it on your face, when you set your makeup, like, girl, you are just so pretty. So pretty. So I love this, and I will be buying another one. Look at it. Sunscreen. Put sunscreen on your face. I'm gonna say it again. Put sunscreen on your face. I don't know where to look. I don't know if I look at myself or if I look at the camera, but I'm gonna look at all of you, all of you. I can't stress how important it is, especially if you want to have like anti-aging, if you don't want wrinkles, if you don't want sun damage, if you don't want age spots. Put it on now every single day. Just add it to your routine. It doesn't do anything to your face. It doesn't make you greasy. It doesn't give you flashback or anything. This one specifically is what I'm talking about, because some of them do. But this is the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Dry Touch Sunscreen with SPF 55. This is just a sample that I got, but I do have a bigger bottle somewhere when I run out of this one. But I do apply this in the morning. It's probably the last thing that I put on my face. And even if it's an overcast day in the middle of the winter season, the UV rays still get through the clouds. They still hit our skin and everything, even if you're not outside for a really long time. This doesn't leave flashback, like I said. It's very sheer. It does it gives like a subtle hint of a glow. But I also do think that this works really well as a primer before makeup, because it does leave kind of like a base, kind of. Not like a sticky base, but you can, and it's not a heavy base either, but you could tell that if you put foundation or concealer or anything on top of this, it would keep it in place from moving. And then, well, not last, but then I have this Acure Brightening Day Cream. This is a new brand for me. This is also a vendor sample, and I have another one, but I'm going to be buying this once I run out of these samples. This is vegan and cruelty-free, so I'm just gonna read the front for you guys. So it has Cica and argan oil, and it's for all skin types. 100% vegan, 0% pretentious. Paraben-free, sulfate-free, mineral oil-free, petroleum-free, silicone-free, and cruelty-free. I think that this, first of all, smells delicious. It's not lemony, but it kind of is. It's like really just a fresh scent, and I don't think it has fragrance in it, but let me see, just in case it does. So it is fragrance-free. I just looked for like 20 minutes. And I like brightening creams. I do have dark spots, dark marks, acne scars that I am trying to clear up, and they're for the most part gone. But I still like to have a day cream to put it on, or a brightening cream to put on, and it just feels really good, soft when you apply it. I'll show you guys like what it looks like. And I love this like sample packaging that they gave, like how you just squeeze it out. It reminds me of those drinkable applesauces, even though I don't fuck with that, but hey, to each his own. But this is what it looks like, and it just applies really smooth. Like I said, it smells so good, and I haven't seen like tremendous improvement in overall brightness, but that's because I'm also specifically from this product, but that's because I also use a few other brightening products here and there, so I can't attribute all of that to this brightening cream, but it's still one of my favorite products in my routine and I can't go without it now. The last thing that I want to talk about is something that I'm really excited about, and I have turned so many people onto this over on my Instagram. So if you aren't following me on Instagram, go ahead over there. It's cosmetic_craze. I do a lot of like first impression reviews, things like that over there first, before I come over here and film a video with some of these products. But I found this in TJ Maxx a couple months ago. It was probably in like October, and I didn't know what to think of it, but it's a pore suction, and you just hit the power button and this just sucks everything. I'm gonna see if I can show you guys it, and it just sucks the skin. See that? Probably not. But it takes everything out of your pores. It has 5 different settings, so it'll suck a lot harder if you're using it on this setting. But it came with 4 different heads that you can, you know, exchange it and whatnot. I found this for like $12 or $14 or something like that. And you just pop this off and then you can change it to, oops. I hope that wasn't important.
Why you not stay? Oh man, what did I do? What did I do? I hope it didn't ruin it. I don't know what to do.
I think it's on. Oh well, I'll change it back. But this thing, the first time I used it, I had an under the surface whitehead. Like it would probably come out the next day, but I got it out that night. I swear it was like right here. I ran this over, so you couldn't see the whitehead, but you could kind of feel it and like see just a little sprout of it. I ran this over and then suddenly the whitehead was there, and then I ran it over again and it was gone. I was literally shook. I was like, first of all, didn't expect this to work. And then I didn't have a scar the next day. Like, I can't make this up, you guys. Like, it took it out completely without damaging the skin. Sometimes you can start bleeding if you're messing with a premature zit, or if you're sucking too much or on too high of a setting for that area. That's why they have the adjustable settings, because you don't want to be using something that could come out on like a 2 setting, but you're using a 5 setting, so you're drawing blood and stuff. That's how you could really damage the skin. So do be careful, listen to your skin, if it's tugging, if it hurts, if it's bleeding or anything. But my favorite part about this is that when you're taking them out, you could see all of the whiteheads and things. I wish I didn't have makeup on, I would show you, but you could see the whiteheads. I've seen like blackheads come out in this thing, and it just sits here on the edge, and then I take a Q-tip and I just scoop it out, and you can see everything that you just pulled out of your skin. It is the most, like, if you don't like watching pimple popper, but you like to, you know, see what's in your skin, get you one of these. And I found this in TJ Maxx in October, like I said, and I've had 3, maybe 4, but I'm gonna go definitely say 3 other people go in a TJ Maxx in a different city, in a different state, and find one of these, and they also love it, and it's great, and get you a pore suction. I also found one on Amazon, so I will link that down below for you guys if you wanted to buy it there. So that is it for my favorites. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all discovered some new products that maybe you can go and try. As you can see, most of these are drugstore or could be found in TJ Maxx. Don't sleep on TJ Maxx and Home Goods. You can find some really good skincare stuff over there. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.